What's up? Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer channel. This is a Benchwarmer Podcast. My name is Eric. You hate me 702. And the man of the hour that is never sour.
Jeremy with a G.
I knew that was a lie. I'm rolling sweet. All right. So, how you been this week, buddy?
It's another week.
It's another day in paradise, right?
It couldn't have ended sooner.
I understand those. Days. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm looking at the streamer dashboard. I don't be knowing what the fuck I be doing over here. So, yes, I'm eating a breakfast burrito. I'm fucking starving right now. All right, so we had a couple things to talk about. We'll talk about the draft. We're going to talk about Shador and his epic slide down the draft. Talk about what some teams did. Talk about what we feel our teams did. Got some WrestleMania thoughts and what's going on with wrestling. Got some NBA playoff thoughts, and then whatever else we get into. You know how we do this. So first off, we're going to start with a quick take. We got first one, WNBA draft. WNBA, the draft, the new era kind of begins. You know, they're going to call it what they want to call it because Paige Bueckers, which should have went number one overall. She was Caitlin Clark before Caitlin Clark was Caitlin Clark. She literally, if she doesn't get injured in that one season, we might not ever hear of Caitlin Clark. Like, Paige was so damn good. And that year that Caitlin took off, Paige was completely injured. What are your thoughts on Paige getting drafted?
Did you say she was Caitlin Clark before Caitlin Clark was Caitlin Clark?
Yeah.
So she had a racist boyfriend too?
Probably.
I don't know. I didn't watch Paige in college, so I don't know how good she was.
Paige Bueckers was amazing.
I heard about her, but I didn't watch her in college, so I have no idea how good or bad she was. But I knew she should have gone number one overall.
So she had her freshman year, started 29 games, averaged, 20 points a game, 2.3 steals, 4.5 assists, 4.9 blocks on a 60% effective field goal percentage. She shot 47 from the 3 and 56 from the 2. She's a guard. Her second year is when she got injured. She played 17 games. She had a couple injuries, started 13, did not play the rest of the season. She averaged 14 and 6, 3.9 and 4. Her freshman year, she got AP Player of the Year. She got her Conference Player of the Year. She got a whole bunch of shit. Then she missed the 22-23 season. 23-24 season, 21.9 points, 2.2 steals, 3.8 assists, 5.2 on true rebounds, started 39 games, shot 53% from the field, 41 from 3, 58 from 2. This year, she averaged 19 and 9, 4.6 assists, 2.1 steals, 4.4 rebounds, shot 53% from the field with 42% from 3 and 58%. And by the way, she's a 90% free throw shooter. Rounding up a little bit. She is a beast. An absolute beast. She is an NCAA champion. Was 4-time NCAA All-Tourney, 4-time NCAA All-Region, 2021 AP Player of the Year, 3-time AP AA Player, 3-time WBCA Wooden Award, Naismith Award, 3-time Big East Player of the Year, 3-time All Big East, 2-time All Big East Tournament Player, Big East All Freshman, 2021 Big East, whatever that is, and 2-time Big East Tournament. Yeah, this girl is ridiculous. Ridiculous. She's from Minnesota, so I don't know if she has a racist boyfriend. She's not from Iowa. So, shout out to Paige Bueckers going number one.
She is whiter than the snow.
She is. She's Snow White. She should have played Snow White. Some other notable picks included Kiki to the Los Angeles Sparks, Sonia Cintron to the Washington Mystics. This wasn't a draft like last year or the year before. Wasn't a lot of big players coming out. Paige was the main name.
Who was the main name in the draft?
Paige.
Paige, that was it.
That was it.
The other names you named off, I didn't never heard about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The main name in the draft was Paige. And she could have came out last year. And she went to Dallas. So it's not a bad. Dallas's team is not bad. They had Sabota. I don't think they still have them no more. I don't remember if they traded her or not. Oh, they got Areke Ogogobole. They got that one. That guard that'd be putting up like 30 points, that'd be talking shit with a hair in a ponytail. They got Dejanon Carrington. Yeah, they got rid of Sebastian. All right, they got Nyla Smith. They got Maisha Hines Allen. Joyner Holmes. They got a whole bunch of rookies. Shit, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rookies. 7. Yeah, they don't have what's her face no more. Sabato, Satali. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Who'd you get traded to? Oh, Phoenix. That's right. I was with Sinead Carter and all of them. Okay, so next up we got Chris Eubanks versus Connor Ben. So the winner of this, I think, is supposed to take on Canelo.
I thought it was going to be Jake Paul.
Fuck a Jake Paul. Well, Canelo can do whatever he wants. I've never been in Eubanks fights. Oh, they're talking about this stupid ass thing. Okay. So they were gonna fight somebody. I think it's Canelo. I want to say it's Canelo. I don't want Nigel Ben. Chris Eubanks versus Connor Ben. Build Fatal Flurry. But if you guys don't know who Chris Banks is and Nigel Ben is, those are the fathers. They had such a violent fight that their team did not want to rematch at all. I can't figure out who it was. I saw it when I was reading an article, but I can't find out who it is. Oh shit, we got 10 comments. Oh, what's up, Nathan? Nathan Sports Rush. Oh, NHR Hour. Did you switch it? Did you switch it? He is at the draft right now. Yeah, NFL draft is crazy so far. I like the Raiders draft. He has been at the draft. Chiefs are having a good draft also. Loading up on defense. What's up, Anthony? I thought this was a quick take. It is a quick take. Nobody's talking about shit. It'll be interesting what Shadur goes today. He might not go today. Keep an eye on my guy, Teddy. All right. And I have a new show now. I can see that. Very nice. Congratulations on going to the draft. So watch the fight. It's going to be violent. If you want any backdrop to the fight, just Google, because they've been talking a lot of shit. They were supposed to fight a little bit ago, but something happened. I think somebody tested positive or got injured.
Is this the first of a 3-fight series?
What?
With Canelo? Is this the first of his 3-fight contract thing?
With Terrence Crawford and Canelo?
No. Doesn't Canelo have a 3-fight?
He might, but one of them is going to be
or whatever.
Yeah, but one of them is going to be Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, but is this one of the 3 fights?
Probably. The draw means neither fighter. Both fighters are vying for the world. Yeah, middleweight title. So who's the middleweight champion? WBO. I think it's champion. I think it's gotta be. Oh, Terrence Crawford. He's a junior middleweight. No, yeah. So they're fighting at who holds the WBA? Jacoby Alam. I don't fucking know. Okay, stop. I don't know. I've never even heard of this guy. All right, last thing we're gonna talk about. Shush. MLB season. Right now, fucking Pirates pulse, huh?
Disappointing.
You think it's disappointing?
Yeah.
Well, fuck the Royals right now. But Paul Skeen is fucking dominating, dude.
We told you.
Yeah, that dude is
the best pitcher in the league.
That 100%. That's my favorite pitcher.
Yeah, we told you Paul Skeens was the best pitcher in the league.
He struck out 9 over 6 yesterday. He's nasty. Not much is really going on. It's been kind of, I mean, you had the torpedo bats and the Yankees and the Dodgers, but it's kind of calmed down now. Fantasy baseball is going pretty good for me.
No, I don't know what the fuck is going on with fantasy baseball. It's just a fucking shit show.
Yeah. So, MLB season, my Royals are still being my Royals. So there we go. What else is new? It's going to be a horrible year for me in sports. It's going to be a horrible year for me in sports. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, they came back. They're 13-14. They weren't bad, but still, it's not fun. I need some more help. I need Paul Skeen. Trade for him. All right.
Kansas City doesn't have the cojones.
Raiders draft. Go ahead. What did you think of your draft? Stop now.
Well, I mean, we finally didn't fuck up the first round.
I can't disagree with that.
We finally have adults in the room drafting the first round pick.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that.
So, I mean, I like that.
You like Ashan Jinchi first?
I mean, literally the best player available. It's probably the third or fourth best player in the entire draft. So, I mean, I like it. We needed a running back. Fuck, we had how many running backs on our roster last year, and none of them went over 500 yards.
True.
Granted, yeah, our line wasn't the greatest last year, but our line wasn't absolutely atrocious either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like Ashton Genty. Let's just hope. I mean, everybody's giving him. They're comparing him to LT and Bo Jackson and fucking everybody else. So we'll see.
I wasn't surprised by the pick. I always think it's weird picking a running back in the first round, unless you're going to say he's going to have Saquon Barkley impact or LT impact. I have a hard time with him because where he played at.
That's my thing too. Is where he played at. I mean, honestly, I would have rather taken somebody else and then
or trade it back,
seeing if he was there later. And then if he wasn't, take Omari and Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I can't argue with taking Ashton Genty at 6.
Yeah,
running back was a need. I mean, we have 6 million needs on the roster, but running back is definitely a need.
I don't know if he's that much better than the second or third running back in the draft because of where he played for.
I mean, he's clearly the number 1 running back in the draft.
100%. But how much better is he than the other 2?
I don't know. We'll see. But
other than that, I mean, that wasn't surprising.
I like that there's finally adults in the room drafting. It's fucking nice for once.
Yeah, the Ohio State running back. That's what I was thinking.
But
what about your second round pick? You like the receiver? You know anything about him?
I didn't know too much about him. I mean, I watched the what was that? The Senior Bowl a little bit, and I've seen him a little bit. But I went back and I watched some tape. He's not bad. He's not gonna like surprise you with speed, but he had no drops.
Yeah.
Last season. He's good on yards after catch. He's gritty. He's tough. So I mean, he's probably going to be right now a wide receiver 2 right after Jacoby Myers.
Technically,
so,
yeah, but he's going to be target 3 or 4 after Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, Brock Bowers not a wide receiver; he's a tight end.
But, no, I said target though. I said he'll probably be like the 3rd or 4th target,
but
on most plays.
But he'll be wide receiver 2 after Jacoby Myers. But I mean, to have Jacoby Myers, who didn't have any drops last year. Now we got Jack Besh, who didn't have any drops last year in college, and Brock Bowers paired up with Ashton Genty. I mean, I like how the first 2 rounds played out, and then the 3rd round pick, Darian Porter. I like this pick. The
now if you can
cornerback
just come
from
back
Iowa
around
State.
and get Shador, you'll be all set.
I wouldn't have minded them taking Shador at 98.
Yeah, that you'd been all set. All set.
I wouldn't mind that. I don't mind them taking a Shador at 108 today.
Yeah, 100. Like right now, no team should mind taking Shador. We'll get into that later.
You can look if you get Shador today, the value you're getting right now.
Yes.
Like granted, yeah, he's not a very mobile quarterback. He can be mobile.
Yeah.
But his accuracy is there. Like he has the arm talent, and then
he has it upstairs too.
Okay, you got Chip Kelly. You got Pete Carroll. So and then you got fucking Tom Brady there, who has a good relationship. Gets a good relationship with him. So hopefully, if the Raiders do draft him, they can pull something out of him. And then you got Geno Smith, who we could sit behind, who he plays like.
Exactly. 100%. You could 100% sit in behind Geno Smith.
But our 3rd pick, the Darian Porter pick, the cornerback from Iowa State, I kind of like this pick. Like I didn't have very many. I didn't really have my eyes on Darian Porter, just because I had eyes on the other defensive players. But
he also didn't play a lot.
But he's only been a cornerback. He hasn't been a cornerback that long. He used to be a wide receiver,
which we've seen multiple times as turnover good. Wide receiver quarterback.
But it's Richard Sherman vibes.
That's what I'm saying.
Richard Sherman used to be a wide receiver and then turned cornerback.
A lot of cornerbacks used to be wide receivers.
So I'm kind of excited about that. And then we got to our 98 and 99 picks, and this is where I'm kind of iffy. The offensive line picks. They're
not going to make it.
The Caleb Rogers, the guard. Well, they're both tackles, but they're going to move Caleb Rogers to the inside. So, I mean, what they say, he struggles with speed and athleticism, which won't necessarily be a factor at guard. So, I don't know. And then the Charles Grant from William and Mary, that one's going to be interesting because he comes from a small school, coming to the NFL.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting if he can improve himself from the small school to the NFL level.
Right. That's going to be that might be a hard.
But I mean, the film on him is not bad. He's good.
But I mean, let's be honest. After the 3rd round, late 3rd round, you don't expect much from most of these players. Some of them may make the team. Some of them will probably get cut in training camp.
And really all we need is a half decent upgrade to our right tackle that we had last season. And
so taking 2,
and based on his tape, it looks like he should be a half decent upgrade to what we had at right tackle last season. But can he translate to the NFL?
But that's why taking 2 offensive tackles back to back in the 3rd round is not.
They're moving Rodgers to the inside. They're moving him to guard.
Hopefully.
No, Carroll said he's moving him to the guard.
That just because you're moving him doesn't mean that dude can play guard. It's a hard position to switch to. A lot of players have that trouble.
He'll be better. He'll be better at guard instead of tackle.
Well, yeah, I think you guys had a pretty decent draft. It picked holes that you need. Didn't reach for anybody.
No major reaches. We didn't pull a Clelin Ferrell at fucking 4.
Yeah. No, I know. I got you. Yeah, no, that wasn't bad. I saw it kind of went that part of the draft. Your draft went kind of the way I thought it would go. I knew you guys would most likely take Ginty, and I didn't know which order, but I knew you guys filled holes. You're trying to upgrade potential spots that you have, and it looked really good.
But I did like the 2 trade backs to pick up the 2 extra top 100 picks, though.
Yeah. Okay, so we knew what was going to do. We knew we were going to take an offensive tackle. I'm not sure why.
I mean, your first pick worries me.
Why?
Because of his injury.
I don't care. In Beach, I trust. I don't care.
The torn patella?
I don't care. All I know is the last time that we lost the Super Bowl and got blown the fuck out like this, and Mahomes was running for his life, they hit on almost every pick they got.
Look, if Josh Simmons can come back and be 100% healthy,
he's fucking a beast.
He's fucking amazing.
Yes,
but he's coming off a torn patella that ended his season last year.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. This is 2025. We can live to be hundreds. We got the best medicine in the world, and in Veach we trust. I mean, at 32, who else were you going to take? On this one, you basically.
I mean, there were still good people left.
Yeah, but so basically, let's put it this way: if this dude's healthy, he's not a 32 pick.
Right.
So you're banking on that he's going to come back more healthy. And if he's more healthy, you're going to get the value of a top 15 pick at 32. And if he doesn't, it didn't hurt you much because you actually. Why the fuck did the Eagles trade up one?
I don't know.
Were they afraid that somebody was going to trade up with us and get that person?
I don't know.
Now, I was on the plane during the draft, so I didn't get to see any of this live.
The Atlanta trade is the one that made no sense to me.
Oh, Atlanta trading up to get to right behind you?
To get Pierce.
Yeah. Okay, so, a lot of these trades didn't make sense. We're going to get into some of that stuff. Then I got Omar Norman from Lot. That's actually, I'm happy with that, getting a defensive line. I actually pretty liked him. I picked him up in the mock draft that I did on one of them. I don't know much about this shit because I don't watch college football. But when we did our mock draft, I joined somebody's podcast and did a mock draft, and now they like that pick. So, and I don't know who the fuck the other two are, okay? All I know is every cornerback that we pick is cool, and I like that we pick cool names so I can yell. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'm sure it's like Noel or Noel. I don't know. Williams. So I'm not expecting much from most of these players. Let's see what happens with Josh Simmons and Omar Norman. The rest of them, now that we're getting into round 4, unless we get lucky and get really, really lucky, I'm not expecting much for the draft. But yeah, I like the Josh Simmons pick. Yes, injury kind of worries some people. But if he's healthy, even if he's 90%, he's better than they would have got at 32.
But not really, because they still would have gotten him at 32.
No, because like I'm saying, if he was healthy, he wouldn't have gone at 32.
Yeah, but I mean, he wasn't going to be healthy.
Who is your sleeper player? Shedeur Sanders.
But he's definitely not.
Shedeur Sanders is the only sleeper player today. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, okay? Let's talk about his ass right now. How in the hell somebody... Okay, listen. I've said this multiple times on this podcast. I've said this so many times that I absolutely hate what the media can do. I absolutely hate the media can move people up the board. I hate the media can move people down the board. I'm gonna say right now, this slide is due to anonymous GMs or anonymous sources not putting their name on shit. We live in 2025. If you're gonna talk shit about somebody's career, you better sign your fucking name to it. Oh, we've heard that he was not a good locker room guy. Who said that? Put your name on it. We heard that. So then you have all of this stuff, and they just go anonymous. And a lot of it is because the reporters are sitting up there talking, probably saying, hey, give me something I got to go with. Give me a good take. And then they run with that. How does this dude end the season as a top 2 quarterback and fall out of the first 3 rounds? I don't think we've ever seen a slide like this before in the NFL.
No, this is the worst slide.
And y'all can say, oh, it's his dad. Y'all, no, it's the NFL and Stephen A. Smith talking shit.
At this point, it's not about football talent. It's something else, because a 26-year-old or 25-year-old with an injury history at quarterback was drafted before him.
Yes.
So there's something other than fucking
that in the draft, in the combine, the dude missed throws by a mile. So I don't want to hear, and it's Stephen A. Smith, shut up now, talking about, oh my God, this is horrible what they're doing. This is Colin Kaepernick. You are part of it. I watched you all last week on First Take when I was in a fucking hotel, and you were part of it. ESPN is so horrible. Y'all steal people from everywhere. You constantly talk about the same shit over and over and over again. And yeah, we know if something's wrong. You guys are literally reporting consistently on anonymous sources. And even on your shows, they're like, they need to put their name on it. They need to put their name on it. No, y'all go and ask for hot takes so we can have a clickbait and we can do this and this and this. And this is the shit that happens. We've seen it before in multiple drives. We've seen it with Lermy Tunsil. We've seen where a picture surfaced right beforehand. So how are you going to tell me that the Steelers and the Saints both passed on this man? Multiple times. Like, first round, okay.
Like, he should have been a late first, early second round draft pick. You could have sold me Jackson Dart should have been drafted ahead of him. You could have talked me into that one, because Jackson Dart is a mobile quarterback. I could have bought what you were selling there. But to have him not be drafted through round 3, and now we're into day 3. No, come on now. And now there's 5 quarterbacks taken already, and he's not gone yet.
Okay, listen. I don't think it has anything. We know it's not football related. We already know this. I think mobility in the NFL, and I think they're using this as an excuse that he's not mobile enough, because you would never hear them say that about a white quarterback. You would never, he's not mobile enough. Not every quarterback is mobile enough. Maybe you put him in this box of what he should be based off of your perception of him. Not you, but people in the world.
But unfortunately, the fucking Josh Allens, the Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jacksons have put that fucking thing because they're so fucking mobile.
Okay, but this is the problem.
Now most teams are looking for a mobile quarterback.
So this is the issue.
So now it's being used as a smokescreen excuse to say, well, he's not mobile. And we all know it's not the real reason, but it's being used as a smokescreen, and it's being used as the fucking end all it's the catch-all excuse.
100%. We know it's a smokescreen because those are 3 totally different quarterbacks. One of them is actually a mobile quarterback, Lamar Jackson, who puts on a show but can't win when it comes down to the thing. The other 2 can run when they need to run, and Josh Allen just happens to be fucking a truck. He's a running back. So, like, we're not when and that's why I'm like, I don't want to hear this mobile quarterback shit, because Patrick Mahomes runs when he needs to. Shador can run when he needs to. Patrick Mahomes doesn't have a 4.5 40. Josh Allen doesn't have a 4.5 40. No, they both use the talent that they have to run with them. But when we start talking about mobile quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts is a mobile quarterback, but still wants to throw first a lot of times. But he is a mobile quarterback. He runs designs, and when you're looking at him in the pocket, a lot of times he's running to build, moving around in the pocket to build to get more time for his receivers, right? Jaden Daniels, another one of those guys. They can run, but that's not their first option. Kyler Murray, first option runner. Not very good. So the idea that they go and say, oh, he's not as mobile and we're in a mobile thing. Yes, the quarterbacks can run, but they're not all running 4.5s, 4.6s. And I've heard them say that he's not a 4.4 guy. He's not a 4.5 guy. There's not a lot of them that are. They just move when they need to be. I'm not saying this is a racial thing. That's why he's not being drafted. No, I have nothing about that. I think they don't like Deion. I think they don't like the way that I think they don't like the way that he constructed his career, where he went to Jackson State, took him to Florida. I think Deion is and they're like, oh, well, Deion's going to come with you. No, he's not. He's going to be at fucking Colorado. He's not coming to coach with them. So I just think they don't like Deion. And I think because of that, they what they see of Deion, they think is going to be Shedeur. I think they think he's going to be that clown. There's another report that just came out that said he sandbagged some interviews at the combine.
I saw that.
How the fuck? Stop with this. What did he sandbag? What did he say? Do you know how many people sandbag interviews because they don't want to go there? I don't think this is so.
I have purposely sandbagged interviews because I didn't want the job, but I took the interview just because I didn't want to be ineligible and not be able to apply at jobs because I still wanted to be able to apply for jobs at the company, but I knew they would fucking blacklist me if I didn't take the interview.
100%. So the dude had eyes on him wherever he's went. He has won, and he has not won big, but he has won and changed 2 programs around. With Jackson State and Colorado, he didn't win at Jackson State. He won really big, but at Colorado, what were they last year? 9 wins.
I think they were 9-8 because
total
at Colorado he was 13-12.
Yeah, so not bad. So he's also, his dad has brings spotlight to him everywhere he went, so he can handle the spotlight. His IQ is probably off the charts because that is one thing they did not give Deion Sanders credit for when he played, was how intelligent he was at getting the ball. Yes, he may not have all the physical talents of I can throw 50 yards, I can run a 4.5 or all this stuff. But you know what else this dude has? I've never seen this man has said all of the right things since the slide.
I don't know what is going on. And then the report that I saw this morning was he bought a separate phone, and the only people that had the number was the coaches of every team. And then he got a call yesterday saying they were from the Saints saying, hey, we're going to take you with our next pick, but you're going to have to wait a little longer.
Yeah, you got pranked.
But the only people that had the number was the coaches of the teams.
Yeah. Well, that's
so well, I mean, it doesn't surprise me either, but at the same time, it's like, so what? How did the number get out? If the only people who had the number was the coaches of the teams.
There could be multiple ways that happen.
Right, but at some point, things are starting to be a little too fishy to be. It's just it's a talent thing, or it's just a slide where the whole Mike Green slide is understandable because Mike Green had 2 sexual assault fucking accusations. That makes sense. Teams had him as their first pick in the fucking draft that they wanted to fucking take, and then that came out, and then nope, it's coming off the fucking board.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But this makes no fucking sense whatsoever. There's nothing you cannot tell me there's no lie you can make up right now that's going to make sense to me.
No.
Like it's stupid. Like I don't even care if his interview was bad. It doesn't matter.
Interview. Hold on.
But the interviews don't matter. There's so much tape on him. What does the interview matter?
There is no. First of all, I'm gonna. This is all I'm gonna say. I call shenanigans. I call bullshit. I need a name on that because from every Instagram post that I have seen him go live on and talk in, there is no way his interview was bad. This dude has said all of the right things leading up to the whole draft process. Nobody's picking him apart for what he's saying. Nobody's, oh, he's cocky and arrogant, but you're not seeing that when he talks. And everybody at this level is cocky and arrogant. Nobody's picking him apart. Go back and watch all of his pre-draft interviews with media. Watch the dude is PR fucking trained since he was 7. There's no way. What, you guys don't think I can lead a program? Look what I've done in 2 colleges. Like facts, stuff like this. No, this is a blacklist. There's no fucking way. And I'm telling y'all right now, the NFL, y'all in trouble. Y'all in a lot of fucking trouble. This is why. Because y'all gonna fuck around and let him go to the wrong team.
Bro, is there any way to block?
I can't block these people. I see what they're doing too. I can't block them. Oh, hold on. Ban user. Got it.
Fuck.
Because I didn't want to show it. So like this guy doesn't have a next to this one, it doesn't have a pin on it. This guy. He doesn't have a pin on it, so I can't do nothing there. Oh, he's on Twitch.
Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And even if he did bad in the interviews, like it doesn't make any sense to me because now you're at the point in the draft where the interview doesn't matter anymore. Because now you're in the 3rd round where he's not going to be a starter. He's going to be a backup. He's going to sit behind somebody. Unless it was the Steelers. But the Steelers, obviously, Mike Tomlin has, again...
Kenny Pickett.
Tomlin should fucking retire at this point because over the last 2 or 3 years, he's made sketchy fucking decisions that make no sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Because who the fuck was your quarterback going to be? You fucking dumb motherfucker. But
yeah, it is Deion Sanders, but like a toned down version. Because he is Deion Sanders' son.
But I think he was saying so the reason they're not drafting him is because of Deion Sanders.
Yes, 100%. It's like Lonzo Ball. All
right,
over
like,
again. With
what I'm saying is like at this point, like what's like he brought up so his interviews are bad. So what? Today you're gonna be in round 4 to start the day. So he's gonna sit behind somebody. So what the fuck does his interview fucking matter?
Yeah, we're first, second round, you could make that fucking bullshit.
Like even 2nd round, like you're not like even like if the Raiders would have drafted him, he would have sat behind Geno Smith. And unless Geno Smith, like, I mean, they probably would have allowed Geno Smith to play the first half of the year. And then if he's terrible, then Pete Carroll probably would have pulled the plug. But, yeah, Shiloh's going to be ready for the CFL. But, because Shiloh is not very good. But, like, all the excuses, none of the excuses make any sense. So it's like I'm not buying anything. So it's a blacklist. I don't know if it's because they're upset that Deion went to Jackson State and his slogan is "I'm not hard to find," or it's fucking he's gone into programs and done what he said he's gonna do. And they're taking that as, what he thinks he's so good at this and so good at that, or if we draft Shador, we're gonna have to deal with his dad calling us every other day, trying to tell us, no, you're using him wrong, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. But it's ridiculous.
I have a question.
The Saints drafted a 25 or 26-year-old injury-prone fucking quarterback that was in college for 7 fucking years.
That can't make a throw. Look up his highlights. Literally, or look up his lowlights. I have a question for you, Jeremy. Conspiracy cap on, tinfoil. Okay. What if the NFL is mad at Dion because he didn't join them as a coach? Because remember, at the beginning of the free agency,
I mean,
Dion was at the top of the list.
Or put on your tinfoil hat. And what if Tom Brady reached out to other teams and said, "Hey, let him fall and let me get him late in the 4th or 5th"?
Okay, that tinfoil hat. Let's dissect that real quick. Why would teams do that for Tom Brady?
It's Tom Brady.
But most of the teams hate him.
Yeah, but you've seen all the negative press that it was getting.
Okay. Either way, it's a collaboration.
Because you know the close relationship he has with Tom Brady.
I know.
And if you've seen Dion's interview with I forget who his interview was with yesterday, and I think he slipped up, and he said if it's still the Raiders that drafted him.
So what I'm hearing, Chiefs, is with your next pick,
you signed Gardner Minshew.
I don't give a fuck about that bitch. With your next pick, we need to draft Shador. Okay? KC, do me a solid. Do not let the Raiders get this motherfucker.
But do not before the Raiders.
Kobe Myers and Brock. Do not let them do it.
The Raiders have 108.
KC, I need y'all to man up, throw us a bone, and let him sit on the bench for a couple years and then trade him. Just like the Patriots used to do. Let's go. You ain't got nothing to lose. The only team I'm scared of him going to, and this is the team that I'm surprised has not picked him. I don't even think they thought about it. Could you imagine if Miami picks him?
That's what, I don't understand. Because Tua has the history of...
Now, there's no reason not to. Exactly.
And then all you had was what? Skylar Thompson?
They have nothing. They have that trash can sitting behind.
But there's teams that could use him, and it's like,
dude, Miami needs to. If KC don't pick him, Miami, go ahead and draft him ahead of the Raiders. Straight up, get ahead of the Raiders.
So here's my thing. I think the Raiders would have drafted him, but I think what the Raiders' plans were to trade Aiden O'Connell and draft Shador, but I don't think the Raiders are able to find a trade partner for Aiden O'Connell.
I don't think the Rams are going to draft him. I don't think that'd be a bad draft, but they don't have the weapons. The Rams are getting old.
Yeah, but Stafford is getting old. He's 37.
Yeah, so basically you draft Shador, and in a year or two, you're rebuilding because most of your players are old. But Miami has young players. So he just steps right in and continues the process. Also, I really don't like Sean McVay. Nor do I like Mike McDaniels. NFL, this is what I need y'all to do, okay? I need all 30 teams to come together outside the Raiders. And y'all blocked him. That's fine. Y'all gave y'all stuff together. Y'all got it together. Y'all proved your point. Now I need y'all to block the Raiders from getting him. Because if y'all let this motherfucker get him with a 4th or 5th round draft pick, I'm going to be pissed as shit. Because that's 1st round talent on a fucking Walmart salary. They're going to be able to buy whatever the fuck they want. Okay? Who do you want? They're just going to bring people over.
And we have 6 picks today.
Fuck them. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck all the bullshit on that shit. All right. Playoffs.
Wait, we got to talk about who our sleeper players are today.
I told you one, Shador. Dude, I don't know anybody past. I don't know any sleeper players. I'm not even going to play around and act like I do. I have no clue who's getting drafted. I didn't even know who the last 2 people my team drafted. Okay? You talking about Caleb Rogers. I don't know who the fuck that is. I thought we were talking about Mr. Rogers. I have no fucking clue what's going on. This is not our Facebook memories.
Huh?
So it says, Vegas, we care about you and your Facebook memories. We thought you'd like to look back on this post from 2 years ago. When the fuck was I ever in a studio? Man, none of this shit is making sense.
I think my sleeper is going to be. I think it's going to be Joshua Farmer, and I think the Chiefs are going to take him.
My sleeper is fucking Shedeur Sanders. Whoever gets him, because the whole league is sleeping on his ass right now. So whoever gets his ass, listen, y'all better pray. Y'all better pray he goes to a piece of shit organization. You better pray that he goes to like the fucking Cleveland Browns or the fucking Tennessee Titans or the fucking New York Jets. Y'all better fucking pray he goes to a piece of shit organization. Because if he don't, y'all, we in trouble. We in trouble. And y'all better hope he does not go to the Raiders. Do you mean to tell me we're going to have to hear Tom Brady's fucking mouth, Deion Sanders' mouth, Pete Carroll's fucking mouth, all at the same fucking time?
And Chip Kelly.
I don't give a fuck about him. He can shut the fuck up. He can't talk no more.
He's got a mouth on him too.
Yeah, but I don't care. But we gonna hear all these motherfuckers talk consistently? No. And we gotta hear Jeremy's mouth? No.
And Max Crosby?
No. Darren Waller made a new song yet?
Yeah, he made one outside the stadium.
I know he did. All right. So NBA playoffs. He won't. Deion going to want to trade. Deion ain't going to do shit. That's the problem. I don't even think Deion's the issue. Like, Deion has not been, he's not LeVar. He didn't tell who he wanted to go to. They didn't say they weren't going to go to places. They're just throwing, this is why I hate anonymous people. We put our names on shit. Okay? If we call you a big baby bitch, we put our name on it. We don't go anonymously, we think you're a big baby bitch. Or we don't go,
Our anonymous source thinks you're a big baby bitch.
We don't say that.
No, I think you're a bitch.
Exactly. When I went on the Deshaun Watson rant, I didn't say, my sources said this. I said, no, there's a whole bunch of white girls named Becky, and the fucking lawyer's name is Bugsby. That sounds like a racist ass shit. But I was wrong. I digress. So I was really wrong. Okay? That was a rant that I don't know why I was bringing up, because I was fucking wrong as shit. So no, look, if you gonna put your name on it, put your name on it. And if you're afraid that you gonna ruin your career because you're wrong, then don't fucking say it. All right. So we don't really have any good series going on right now in the NBA. I know some people are gonna say we do, but we really don't. The Clippers and the Nuggets is not a bad series. Clippers are up 2-1. That's been a good season back and forth. The first game, I think, with the overtime. Second game was a close game. So, I mean, you could call that a good series, but it's not really fun to watch. Neither one of them are really fun to watch. The Pistons and the Knicks, to me, have been a very good series. I think the Pistons should be up 2-1, but, the Knicks are up 2-1. The Bucks and the Pacers. I mean, I know the Bucks won last night. Dame Lillard's back. So, he told Tyrese Halliburton he was going to fuck him up. So, let's see if he owes two to his ward. The Warriors and Rockets, I thought it was a good series until Jimmy Butler went down. We're going to see what happens with the Jimmy Butler contusion or Brome Breeze. Boston has too much scores on their team. That is a statement that most teams don't ever make. I don't think I've heard that badly. Boston doesn't have too many scores on their team. I think this is what I think is wrong with Boston. Before Boston won the championship, they did this a lot. They would turn it on and try to turn it off. Of course, I think the Magic should have won last night because of the fact that it's a gentleman's sweep. But I think Boston's fine. I think they'll be okay. I think the weird thing with Boston to me is nothing at all. Yeah, I think if they play up to their potential and don't play down, they're gonna be fucking amazing. The Lakers Timberwolves have been kind of a fun series, but the two games the Timberwolves have won have basically not really been that close. The Lakers are kind of in trouble, if you ask me. I said this would be a 7-game series. Yes, I agree with you on the Magic need one more piece. We were talking about that at the bar yesterday. Right now, because they have Pablo and they have Franz Wagner.
I heard Bronny's looking for a new team.
Bronny's not the piece, though, buddy. They do need a point guard. They need a point guard / shooting guard. Like
I heard he thinks his daddy sucks, so he was looking for a new team.
His daddy, he could think his daddy sucks. A lot of people think that he go to the Magic. That's a horrible team for him. He needs to go to the team with the Utah Jazz because Uncle Dwayne Wade helps own it. He needs to go get some more nepotism.
I just say Shedeur Sanders.
Oh,
he could go play with Shedeur Sanders.
He definitely could probably go play with Shedeur Sanders. So Cavaliers, Heat, that's The Heat are going to try. They're always going to be in games because of who they are, but it's not that crazy. It's nothing insane. But the Thunder Grizzlies, that has been a fucking shit show. 70 points in the first 2 games.
You said that, and I was like, who the fuck are the Thunder Grizzlies?
The Thunder versus the Grizzlies. They're the same fucking team because the Grizzlies haven't. They're just giving away. We're going to call them the Thunder Grizzlies because the Grizzlies haven't shown up. They're just helping the Thunder win. Okay? How do you have a 29 point?
Did a team rename themselves? Who the fuck are the Thunder Grizzlies?
The Thunder is the Grizzlies' daddy.
And I was like, what the fuck is a Thunder Grizzly?
It's a loud grizzly bear. The NBA playoffs, the first round, it's the first round. We'll see what happens. I think the Timberwolves will be fun to watch continuing. I love the Anthony Edwards. That is one of my favorite players right now. I think that would be a good matchup. But I mean, without the Lakers or the Warriors and a healthy Jimmy Butler, I think OKC and the Clippers run through this. But they'll play each other next round. So that's the issue. So in my opinion, if the OKC Clippers win and the Timberwolves beat the Lakers and somehow the Rockets pull off the Warriors, it's going to be whoever wins the OKC Clippers matchup. In the East, it's going to come down to the Cavs and the Celtics. Nothing surprising there. Nothing surprising at all. Nothing very interesting going on in the NBA. Some games are cool. And then the last thing we're going to get into is WrestleMania. So, can we give it a round of applause to Jeremy, please? Can we all give Jeremy his flowers? Can we give him a round of applause?
For what?
Because Jeremy called the ending completely true on WrestleMania. He ruined my childhood because he told me ahead of time that Paul Heyman was going to do his devious dastardly dastards and turn on both Roman and Paul and CM Punk, and he was 100% right. I think he said that the week before WrestleMania, after the stupid favor thing with Seth Rollins. You owe me a favor. You're like, that's not how it works. So he was right on that. What were your thoughts of WrestleMania overall?
The best matches in WrestleMania were the 2 triple threat matches. Every other match sucked.
What triple threat matches?
The 2 triple threat matches. The women's title match. With Io Sky.
I know that one, yep. What's the other one you're talking about? Are you talking about Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about Braun Breaker?
No. That one was what?
That's why I was confused. I just wanted to know which one of those 2.
That one was fucking stupid because fucking Dominic Mysterio fucking won. Nobody gives a fuck about Dominic Mysterio.
Wait, did I miss Braun joining Seth?
Yeah, that was on the Monday after Raw.
I didn't see Braun Breaker joining Seth.
Yeah. So Braun Breaker is the new Paul Heyman guy.
I just watched the Monday after Raw. I didn't see that at all.
Yes, sir.
How the fuck did I miss
Braun Breaker? He speared Roman Reigns.
I didn't finish it. That's why. Yeah. Because I was about to get on the plane and I didn't have it.
Speared Roman Reigns, and he's the new. So I think it's going to be. From what I hear, they're doing Evolution 2.0.
Well, they can't do Evolution 2.0.
So, I think
there's already been an Evolution 2.0.
So I think they're doing, like, Paul Heyman is supposedly going to be Ric Flair.
But Ric Flair wrestled.
And then you have Seth Rollins as Triple H. And then Braun Breaker as
Look, they're just gonna be the Heyman stable. They're just being. I mean, we can compare them to whoever we want to compare them to. Yeah, I have 12 minutes left on the damn show. That's why I didn't catch that part.
Yeah.
We're gonna compare them. We can compare them to whatever stable we want to compare them to. You can compare them to when Judgment Day first started. So I mean, there's a lot of stables you can compare them to. Let's just let them do. They're just gonna be Heyman guys, and they're gonna run rough. I did not know Braun. First of all, I do not. I disagree with the Raw after WrestleMania was better than WrestleMania. I completely disagree with that. I did not like John Cena. I did not like his opening segment. I am so fucking tired of this dude talking about we're in a toxic relationship and you guys are bullying me like crazy and you guys bullied my hair, so I had to get a hair transplant. I'm so tired of his fucking.
So the Raw and SmackDown after Raw, after WrestleMania, was better than the majority of WrestleMania. A lot of WrestleMania was not that good.
Okay, let me think. Jey Uso versus Gunther was really not that good of a match.
No,
but the Jey Uso part of the Raw after WrestleMania was fucking garbage.
Right. For him to come out, we all know Jey Uso sucks on the mic.
Yeah, but for him to come out for 20 fucking minutes and then them have Sami Zayn come out for another fucking, and then they have Jimmy Uso come out for all of them to yeet. Somebody should have kicked somebody in the fucking face there.
We know that.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, that wasn't good. The Io Sky part wasn't that good on WrestleMania. The match was amazing, but the Io Sky part on WrestleMania where she came out and I beat the greatest, and then Rhea Ripley coming out and saying I'm coming for, wasn't really that good. Like, outside of having Paul Heyman, the Dominic Mysterio versus Penta match, or whatever the fuck his name was not really good. So I mean, really, honestly, I think it was like the same as the Becky Lynch and fucking the tag team title switching hands again wasn't very good.
It was only done to get the heel turn.
I know that, but Becky, that heel turn wasn't good.
It's because we all knew the heel turn was coming. We knew the only reason Becky was coming back was for the heel turn.
So if most of the matches on the Raw after WrestleMania weren't that good, the best parts was what I have not seen yet: Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker.
And that's the sad part. It was still better than WrestleMania.
No.
And it was still better than WrestleMania. That's how bad WrestleMania was.
Stop. You know why it's so bad? I'm going to tell you why WrestleMania has become so bad. Why it's not as good. Because it's 2 fucking nights.
It's not that. It's just the matches sucked. The matches.
If you would, but
then explain last year or WrestleMania 39 or 38. Why were they?
Was it really that good? The main event was fucking garbage. Cody Rhodes finishing his story and everybody picking him up like he was Lex fucking Luger was garbage. We knew he was going to fucking win. Like, WrestleMania technically has not been good for a while because they pack all these.
If you look at it, everybody knew John Cena was going to win.
But so if you look at WrestleMania as a whole, right? There's a lot of matches that should not be on WrestleMania. But because they put them into 2 days, you have a lot of bullshit. Like, you don't need the Becky Lynch match, tag team title match. We didn't even need the Bayley tag team title match. You just want to put the tag teams on there. They were literally fighting each other the week before for the Intercontinental title, and now they're friends. And it should have been Bayley that did the heel turn. It would have been way better than Becky Lynch, but we already know Becky Lynch attacked Bayley. So whatever. So you have that. So like, they're just adding matches. The Damian Priest and the Drew McIntyre match is not a WrestleMania capable match. So if you cut it down to 1, then you don't have everybody on there. We still get Jey Uso and Gunther, which that was just a horrible build. We talked about that multiple times. But then you probably don't get the women's tag team title match. You probably don't get. Damn. And then all the matches would be title matches. Fuck it. I'm done. WrestleMania should be all title matches in one rivalry match. Go back to one night.
Well, then what's the point of Night of Champions?
Get rid of that.
So then WrestleMania is just Night of Champions.
No, get rid of Night of Champions. Call it WrestleMania. Well, WrestleMania is the end of their season. We know this because the WrestleMania afterwards, they bring everybody back. So you should be finishing up storylines at WrestleMania. So you should have your main rivalries and the storylines that you've built over the last 3 months from Royal Rumble on the road to WrestleMania all the way through to WrestleMania should be ending there. There should be no continuation of a storyline. That should be the end all be all of it. So if you have your Royal Rumble winner facing your WWE champion and your Elimination Chamber facing your other champion, those are 2 matches. Then you got an Intercontinental match on there. You put all that shit together and bam, you got it. And just bomb and get rid of the fucking Night of Champions. Make it some other dumbass shit. Like the Night of Toe Holds or
the Night of what?
The Night of Submissions. I don't fucking know. Make it some other bullshit. It's not even a WWE event. It's a WCW event. So yeah, they're just no. No. John Cena came for a heel turn. That was a dumb match because I don't want to use the chair. I don't want to use the chair or the belt. I'm a good guy.
That whole heel turn idea was stupid.
I'm a good guy. Travis Scott. What the fuck makes you think, Travis Scott, you can get the ring and hit Cody?
Here's the whole thing. The whole heel turn and selling your soul story made no sense after The Rock didn't show up.
Yeah, 100%.
What was the whole point of the story? Like that. Now the whole storyline was bullshit. Like they're what? And then you got The Rock going on interviews afterwards and being like, well, you know, the original was to have Cody turn heel, and then that was shot down, and then I left, and then I came back, and then it was pitched to have Cena turn heel, and then blah 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 blah, and then I went away and blah blah blah. Like and then I decided not to take part in it, so I stepped away, and then you know the storyline can come back. Like what the fuck? Why would the storyline come back? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I'm so tired of him lying. He lies so fucking much. This man does not tell an honest word ever. He has been lying for the last fucking 20 years since he became a main Hollywood person. I see. Remember when we were him and Jimmy Fallon? Remember we were on Saturday Night Live and we were just too goofball? I can't fucking stand his ass no more. We did not need the Randy Orton match, but it was a very short match, and you know Joe Henry had that. He got his flowers and he used it for TNA, so that's not bad. But you know what we don't need? Randy Orton versus John Cena. That's what we don't need.
But that's gonna be a more exciting build than Cody and Cena.
Of course it will. But there could be a lot more exciting builds than Cody and than John Cena. We've seen this match 1,800 times. This was literally the match that happened. Well, a lot of people might not have seen it, so let me shut up. I've seen this match 18 fucking million times because they fought all the fucking time. So, I mean, there's a lot. Why did Becky come back? Because Becky's the man. We'll have no Becky slander on this podcast. Becky's the fucking man. Okay.
There was no point in Becky coming back other than to screw Bayley out of a fucking WrestleMania. Unless it was only to screw Bayley out of a fucking WrestleMania moment, which I don't understand why Bayley continues to get screwed. I don't.
Okay, I get you. I understand that, but I have a question.
You literally ran Bayley through a fucking tag team gauntlet match and then fucking pulled her the day before the fucking WrestleMania match to fucking insert fucking Becky, who hasn't been in the ring for a fucking year, to then just to have her win the titles and then turn around and lose the titles and turn heel on the Monday after WrestleMania.
Listen, I have a question. I know what if this sets up an epic run. Because this is my thought process, okay? So WWE has this fucking issue, and we've seen it multiple times. Before the Becky turned on Charlotte at the SummerSlam where she beat the living shit out of her, they tried to have Sasha Banks and Bayley do it. There's been multiple times that they've tried to have Bayley in one of these type of runs. So right now we have the Jade and the Naomi. They're gonna run it together. It's gonna be a long rivalry between Becky and Bayley that gets extremely violent, and it's gonna culminate at SummerSlam. Hopefully, it gives Bayley a push, and I think they're setting up for for them at WrestleMania for like a triple threat with WrestleMania, her and Charlotte. Holy shit, I'm late. What does it say? I missed the Shador slander. Yes, you did. We didn't slander him. We did not slander him at all. Randy going to get the belt before he retired. No, nobody's getting the belt. You guys realize that, right? John Cena said, I told you guys 39 dates. How many more do I have left?
26.
26.
Now he's got
I don't even have to wrestle. I just have to show up. Fucking can't stand him right now. Can we talk about the Rusev coming back?
I don't know. He looks weird.
He does. He doesn't look as big. He's lean.
The comeback debut was weird.
The boxing shorts are weird. It kind of reminds me of Mark Marrow when he went from the wild man Mark Marrow to Marvelous Mark Marrow, where he tried to be the boxer and he shaved his head. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't. I would have rather seen him come back with Lana.
With who?
Lana.
Wait, how happy are you with the draft? And you'd rather see him come back?
No, I said I'd rather see Rusev come back with Lana.
Oh, okay. Question. No. So answer the damn question. Are you happy with the draft?
We've already discussed this.
But he was late. Sometimes you were fucking hilarious. I get over it. Okay. Jeremy is very happy with the draft. He doesn't really react. We talked about it for like 30 minutes. But yeah, he liked Alshon. He said they were really, really cool. Finally, they have some adults. I wasn't here. Clips notes. Simple yes and no's work.
Yes, I'm happy with the draft. We finally have adults, and I'll be happy if they pick Shador at 108.
So, okay. So what was I gonna say? Oh, Rusev. No, they fucked up. They had Aiden with TNA in a TNA working relationship. Fuck Lana. They should have had Aiden come out with "It's Rusev Day." The crowd would have went ballistic.
Oh, I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Seth.
For a second, I thought you were talking about Aiden O'Connor. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, Aiden from, remember, we saw him at TNA.
Yeah, but I was like, wait.
That's where they fucked up.
I just said something about the Raiders, and you said Aiden. I was like, what the fuck?
Seth Rollins, no, I don't think Seth. No, I don't think Seth. No, I don't think that would be good because of Seth and Becky. You don't need Drew.
No, Rhea Ripley would make more sense.
Rhea Ripley, but you don't want to sandbag her with another trio because she was in Judgment Day. So Seth and Becky make sense because they're married. Braun is already there.
Yeah, but Drew? the Rhea Ripley and would get the China references.
Yeah, true. So are you gonna have Seth, Becky, Braun, and Rhea?
No, you don't need Becky's stupid ass in there.
No, you do need Becky's ass in there. She's married to Seth.
You need Becky to take her ass back home and be the man at home.
Stop fucking talking shit.
Because Seth dresses up and drag it home. So Becky needs to be the man at home.
Dude, this is back to WrestleMania. I can't believe that one dude beat the other dude after the hour-and-a-half promo break. So glad they don't beat the shit out of each other with tags and barbed wire. Hey, we saw a barbed wire match.
Yeah.
At TNA, and it was fucking crazy. Me and him both knew what the barbed wire was, but immediately a dude had a gash so bad on his arm that they had to bandage that shit up. Like, I was like, he's either bleeding or he's faking. And then we saw the gash. It was, and they went through the fucking door. It was nasty right here. He had tattoos and everything. His arm was a lot bigger than mine. So I like that.
But you know, man,
I love Karrion Kross.
I love Karrion Kross, but I'm more curious to see what they do with Aleister Black. He just came back last night.
Scratch everything we just said. Seth Rollins, Rhea Ripley, Braun Breaker, and Aleister Black.
But Kross, they got to do something. They have to push Kross at some point because him just continually not being pushed and sitting in the fucking background is.
I think they're going to join something with Kross and AJ Styles. I think AJ Styles is going to turn heel sooner or later. And he's
them not pushing Kross is pissing me off.
Yeah, with Karrion Kross. He'll join with Karrion Kross. And there'll be a dominant tag team for a little bit. That wouldn't be bad. Oh, yeah, but Aleister Black's coming back. Yeah. You know, I'm not even going to lie. You know what I want to see come back? Undisputed. All of Undisputed. Bring them all fucking back. I want to hear next year, Triple H, listen to me. Okay? Next year, after WrestleMania, you bring back Undisputed. And the first thing when Raw opens up, the very first thing on Netflix, when it opens up, all you hear is, bang, bang! And the crowd will go fucking nuts. And then you would have a great Paul Heyman versus Undisputed. That would be an epic rivalry. All of them are workers. Braun, of course, would be killing people because he's bigger than everybody. But he'd be the muscle. But all of them are fabulous workers. That would be an epic rivalry right there. And can I give a shout out to the New Day? The greatest tag team champions of all time. My boys, the New Day. Beat the War Raiders. Let's go. Kevin Owens will be out for a while. I think he had neck surgery or something like that, right?
He was in town all week.
Yeah, but he's actually out. He couldn't wrestle.
It's a work.
Kevin Owens, I don't know if it's a work. But I have a question. Do you like Kevin Owens?
Do I like him? I don't know him.
I mean, as a performer, as a wrestler. No shit, his name isn't really Kevin Owens, it's Kevin Steen. Ooh. Epstein, Weinstein. Ooh! Ooh! It's not spelled that way. It's T.
I mean, I like him as a wrestler. Yes.
I have a question. Is it wrong for me to say that if he was like, I don't know, 20 pounds lighter, 30 pounds lighter, I would like him a lot better as a wrestler?
What are you, fat phobic?
I just think with his persona, his build, his move style, his build, I just think if he had a more muscular build, that he would be fucking a Terminator. He'd be unbeatable. Like if he had a Karrion Kross type look, just build. You don't have to be fucking The Rock or Braun Breaker, but just be more not so flabby and loose. Like he would skyrocket to the moon. He would be one of probably the best performers with everything he does in his mind for the business. I'm not saying he should be that, like not John Cena but you know how Gunther lost the weight. How he slimmed down. I think Gunther slimmed down a little too much.
I mean, that's what cocaine does.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug, buddy. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Wait. You can't turn Montez. So if you turn Montez, you have to put him in the group. You cannot turn Montez Ford by himself. He's going to have to join a stable to be turned. He is too charismatic. He is too he would be very
the Giants took Cam Scatterbo.
Who the fuck is Cam? Oh, the running back, right?
The Arizona State running back.
Yeah. Damn, he lasted till damn. So I think Montez Ford has tons of potential. But I think to turn him, you need to put him in a stable and make him become like, let's say the Hurt Business come back. He had been a perfect thing for the Hurt Business.
They're in AEW.
I know, but that's like a stable like that, where even if you decide to join a stable with like another bad guy stable, I think it would be great. I think he has all the talent, but also a lot of times when you do that, they just get lost in the shuffle. Like he doesn't really stand out as a singles performer. He jumps, he does high fly moves and all that stuff, but there's nothing that really makes him stand out. And I think he just gets lost in the shuffle unless you put him in a group. Anything else you want to touch on about wrestling real quick before we jump off? I didn't watch SmackDown.
I was watching the draft.
Yeah, I actually don't watch SmackDown much, so yeah.
I was watching the draft, so I didn't catch it.
Jey Uso, I need you to yeet your ass out of the WWE Championship. Oh, the Wyatts. First of all, I don't.
So the rumor is, I love the Wyatt Six, and the rumor was that Bo Dallas was sick. But the new rumor is that they're coming back, and supposedly the angle is going to be Alexa Bliss is going to be leading the Wyatt Six.
I've heard that too. I don't
know how true it is because I don't know who's the fucking accurate people on.
The problem I think with the Wyatt Six is they just threw a whole bunch of people together. That really shouldn't have been. Now, Eric Rowan was originally in the Wyatt's family. Bo Dallas has never been part of it. But Bo Dallas, we give him because he's related to Bray Wyatt. Okay. Dexter Lumis is better by himself than in a group. And I'm not saying Nikki Cross isn't amazing when she was crazy Nikki Cross and she was with the other people that she was in, but she's also catapulted herself so much higher than that. And I don't know who the fuck Joe Gacy is.
I think he was he? I don't know if he was NXT or if he was independent.
Yeah, so I just think that is the issue with they need to, if they're gonna do this, they need to flesh it out. They should have probably brought in Curtis Axel because he has tons of chemistry with Bo Dallas from being the A team, B team when they were with the Miz. I definitely, if you're gonna bring in Nikki. I don't feel like answering this right now. So she's probably saying that Andrea's not there, and I'm not going to answer it because I told her what I wanted her to do. We have her assistant manager called out.
Jump off a cliff.
She called out yesterday, and I told her, I said, today's your big Friday, you should be back, but if not, make sure you're there Saturday morning before you show up. She calls me last night and goes, she's going to be there. Her mom said she'll be there. She just got to the emergency room. This was at 9:00 at night. I'm like, seriously? The girl's been in the emergency room all day and you think she's going to show up on time tomorrow? You should still get your ass up and drive your ass back to your fucking store. Right? And she's probably texting me saying, Andrea's not there yet. And I'm still in Salt Lake City. I know. Because you didn't fucking listen to me. I don't know why you think you can depend on somebody that's got in the emergency room because you didn't want to drive back early. It's a 3-hour drive.
If you paid more.
Jeremy, I paid it or you would get fired, buddy. I'm not even playing. I'm not even joking. There's so many times. Like I went into the store yesterday and I was talking about hiring people and I'm like, and I told one of them, like, we think this person would work really good with you. She's like, I'm not going to get to pick who I hire. I'm like, no. No, you're not. Like, we are hiring for multiple people. If as long as you don't have a horrible problem with them, she's like, well, the lady I liked, you said no to because she fucking sucked. That's why I said no. Well, she had a great personality. Okay. I don't think she'd be good at sales or marketing. Well, I could train her. She's 60 years old. Like, she's not good at sales and marketing now. And she lied. What if Sanders gets undrafted? Then the world is fucking in trouble.
I hope that doesn't happen, because if that happens, then I gotta believe that there's gonna be some shit that's gonna go down.
If that happens, I will die of laughter. Nope, she's there. She walked in at 9:15. Think about this. See, this is why I need to slap some people. This lady supposedly went to a emergency room for doctor blockage.
Wait, who did Nathan say that we'll keep an eye out for? Oh,
I would laugh at people. Right. Nate, who did Nathan say?
Yeah. No,
Nathan, sorry.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay. All right. So, Jeremy, you got anything else you want to say before we jump off?
No.
All right. Thank you guys for following us, joining us. Anthony, Tefalu, Niathan. Thank you guys as always. Everybody else that jumped on that didn't comment, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, share, all this good shit. Why are you checking people times? I don't know what we're talking about. Tell Sam he's fired. Sam, you're fired. I will let Sam know that you said that.
And I won't be here next week.
You won't be here next week. Okay. What is next week? I'll be here next week. So where are you going next week?
Fishing tournament.
Where?
Eagle Valley.
And you didn't fucking invite me?
It's a fly fishing tournament.
And you didn't fucking invite me?
I mean, you can go if you want.
I mean, last year you went. I was like, hey, if you want some company, I'll go with you. You're like, nah, bitch, this is something I got to do by myself. I got to do this by myself.
I did not say that.
That's basically
what you know damn well I did not say some hippie ass shit like that.
That's basically, you said I'm going on a spiritual
trip. I did not say, I did not say some tree hugger shit like that.
Finally, Jeremy, that's some white stuff. Finally, somebody else got it besides me. Finally, thank you. Jeremy is white though.
But at least I don't go camping in a fucking.
No, we're in the podcast.
In a fucking
covered wagon.
Yeah, in a covered wagon.
Covered wagon.
Well, at least I didn't pay to go camping in a covered wagon.
What time are you? What is it on Saturday? What time are you going up there?
I'm probably going to go up Friday. It's Saturday morning.
When are you driving back?
Saturday after.
You already booked your hotel?
No.
And where's it at?
Eagle Valley Reservoir. We'll talk after.
Okay, we'll talk after. Oh, there's no fucking Best Westerns near there. Okay. I got tons of points. All right, we'll talk after. All right, everybody, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy the rest of the draft, the NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs, which I don't care about, the MLB season, which my Royals hopefully come up. And if y'all didn't see, I got the new Hardy shirt. We are Hardy Forever, established in 1992. We went and saw them and saw the Swanton Bomb in live action. Amazing. Jeremy, whenever you're ready, take us out.
Put me in, coach.
Peace.